There is a presentation, by Mr. Floyd Batiste, the director, of the Port Arthur Economic Development Corporation regarding the Port Arthur work-ready communities.
Good morning, Mayor, Council.
Good morning, you all.
Okay. George, you're going to pass with you. Well, I'm here first thing to invite you guys to a workshop that we're going to have on January 16th at Lamar State College, Port Arthur. Let me begin by, I think all the council members is fully aware of EDC and our first source of referral. And it has been we have been very successful, but at the same time, we're trying to refine this thing. And a lot of new councilmen, currently, we're using the state system. We have an agreement with TWC, and we go into TWC system when we get a work order and pull applicants that meet the qualification of a job that we may have. The problem we've been having is that we don't really know who we're pulling. It's based upon what's in that system. And because of my background, I know it's not a pure system. So George and I have been working, and I think George spent some time in North Carolina. I think this weekend he's going to Fort Worth to deal with ACT. Those of you not familiar with ACT, when our kids go to college, they take the ACT, the SAT, the LSAT test. Well, ACT is the one who produced those assessments. And the results of those assessments tell the institution the probability of success for an individual. And they make selection based upon the scores of those assessments. So what we want to do here in Port Arthur, our initiative here, is to create what we call a work-ready community. And in your package, I'm going to try to go through some of this stuff. This assessment, first thing you guys have a letter that we sent to about 300-400 businesses. I think, George, we have about 80 businesses who have already signed up to be at this workshop next week. And we certainly wish that you guys would come and engage in the conversation that will be happening on the 16th. And that's why I'm here today. I want to give you guys a preview of what's really going to happen next week before you guys get there. This assessment that ACT put out, it measures certain skills, math skills, graphic literacy, workplace documentation, applied technology, business writing. It measures these skills based on an individual. And based upon the assessment, it scores these people 1 through 5. You know, you're at this level or this level or this level, then we know where you're at. And the next thing I want you guys to look at is this thing here. This is what we call a profile. What ACT have done is just about 24,000 occupation. They have profiled those occupations. What I mean when I say profile, they've actually gone into business and sat down with those people and found out what it takes to do this job. Yeah, what a person needs to know to be successful. And they have rated those occupations just like they've rated the assessment. So what we want to do is create this work-ready community, and the purpose of inviting employers is they are the key to this thing because they have to buy into it. so that when they have a job opening, they will come to us and say, we want a work-ready individual from Port Arthur. And we go into our database, and the last portion of this thing I give you guys is this. And I got A, B, C, D, but those are individuals, and those are the test scores that they tested at in each one of those levels. And when an employer comes with an occupation, based upon that occupation, remember that occupation have a score also. We go in there and filter it, and it pulls up those individuals that meet that particular job skills. Not to say they could do the job, but saying that they have the aptitude, the interest, and the desire, and most likely will be successful if selected for this position. Again, we're here to invite you guys for the 16th. I think this thing is from what time, George? 11 o'clock, 11:30. We will be providing lunch. We certainly would like you guys to become a part of this thing, and hopefully that Port Arthur will be another work-ready community. Question? That's it.
Hey, Councilman Kinlaw.
Thank you, Mayor. Floyd, so again, it takes all the aptitude sections that you have, it put in a database, you're able to pull it out based upon the job that someone is applying for.
Well, the database would be consists of the applicant taking the assessment and their scores.
Yeah.
Once we have a work order or a job order, as I said earlier, if you go back to the little deal,
Okay.
this one here, and I gave you several profiles. The first one you have here is for a business, a manager, an administrator. It
Okay.
tells you at what scores they need to be at. Then we could go into the database and filter it
All right.
and pull those individuals that's most likely to be successful.
Okay. All right.
And it's on varies, each occupation varies in levels. You know what I mean? That answer your question?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, that's it. No other questions? Okay, that's it. Thank you all for the presentation. And
Again,
we'll try
we
to be
certainly
there on the
appreciate you
16th.
guys being there, man. It's
Okay,
important
thank
to
you all
us.
for inviting us.
Thank y'all.
Okay.